Half-a-day layer hen producers and backyard farmers. I'm Dr. Jeng-Hung from University of Guam. Welcome to Ag Support. What is animal welfare? Animal welfare is the well-being of animals, including the mental and physical status. Why is it important and why should we care? How often do you hear about livestock being raised in factory farms in unideal conditions? It is important that the livestock are being raised in a healthy condition and free from unnecessary cruelty. Animal welfare can be important from a consumer standpoint. This could heavily influence their decisions of purchase. As for producers, when animals are healthier or in a better welfare status, animals can also be more productive in terms of eggs, meat, and dairy. Providing for animal welfare doesn't always have to be costly as well. How can we ensure animal welfare? The most common way is the 5 freedom, which I'll go through now. The first freedom is freedom from thirst, hunger, and malnutrition. Water and feed dispensers should always be cleaned daily or as frequent as possible. Also, when purchasing feed, make sure you buy a full formula feed that is a well-balanced diet for the poultry. If you are supplementing feed with other ingredients such as taro, papaya, coconut, and even distiller grain, make sure you're also adding additional protein to the feed. Egg production is very costly in protein. Second is freedom from discomfort. The environment should be comfortable for your flocks. Materials such as wood chips and shredded paper are common bedding materials in Guam. While it is okay to use them, please make sure that they are as fine as possible, as the coarser they are, the more discomfort they may be for your flocks. Additionally, the rougher the materials, the lesser ammonia and fecal matter it will be able to absorb, and the more likely bacteria such as E. coli, Salmonella, and unwanted parasite can grow in it. Third is freedom from pain, injury, and disease. Sharp objects and rusty materials should be removed from the environment. Regular health checkups and vaccination programs can heavily reduce the risk of disease. Common issues such as the eye conditions from Marek disease is commonly found in Guam, especially during the wet season. Fourth is the freedom to express normal behaviors. Perching and sand bathing are normal behaviors that are very common in poultry. Sand bathing helps chickens to remove pests and skin irritations. Providing dry sand, wood dust, and even fine coffee grind can really promote sand bathing. This can even be more beneficial if you are range raising your flocks. Perching also provide health benefits for the ankle and legs of your flocks. Lastly, you want to make sure your flock is free from stress and fear. Their housing should provide protection from stress such as predators, including lizards, dogs, snakes on Guam, but also other elements such as the hot sun, and especially rain, which is more stressful for your flock. What is heat stress? Heat stress occurs when the body cannot get rid of excessive heat. As humans, we know that the heat and humidity can be intense in Guam. Now, imagine you're wearing a big bird costume and in the sun. How hard would it be to cool down? Especially for poultry, they do not have sweat glands like us mammals, so it can be really hard for them to regulate their body temperature. What are signs of heat stress? You can look for signs of heat stress by observing your flock. Signs may include excessive panting, drinking more water, eating less feed, and being less active. Additionally, they may be spreading their wings to promote airflow. What can happen to animals under heat stress? Heat exposure can cause several impairments in birds, including oxidative stress, immunosuppression, weight loss, and dysregulated metabolism. The excessive panting due to heat stress may cause reactions, such as the leaky gut syndrome. This may lead to less feed absorption and less feed digestion. The excessive panting may also lead to base acid imbalance. This may lead to thinner eggshells and causing cracks within the eggs. These conditions combined together can decrease in production for both meat birds and layer hens as much as 20% of their production. What is a good strategy for avoiding heat stress in Guam? Guam's humidity and heat can make it especially challenging, so we're going to provide some baseline for you guys to follow. First, providing shade. Natural shade is good, but keep in mind, tall trees, short bushes, and tall grass sometimes can also block potential airflow. This can really cause humid accumulation, especially during the wet seasons, promoting unwanted bacteria to grow and also potential parasites. Using artificial materials such as tarp can make it a lot easier to manage and clean. Orient the long axle of your housing east to west. This can really help with direct sunlight onto your animals. Provide ventilation, even if it's just a little bit, during the peak temperature of the day can still really help a lot, which is typically noon to 4 p.m. during the daytime. Research has also shown longer house structure can also promote ventilation. Third, provide electrolytes. Electrolytes can be purchased at local feed stores at low cost. If you can, also try to provide cool water throughout the whole day. You can also just provide ice during the peak hours of the heat during the day. Genetic influence. Some poultry breeds are more heat tolerant compared to others. Typically, these genetic lines would have fewer feathers, large single comb for cooling, exposed earlobe and larger wattles, and also longer legs to help with airflow. These genetic lines can include Plymouth Rock, Rhode Island Red, and Leghorn. In conclusion, if you are planning or are practicing in production, these are tips that may help with keeping your flock healthy and in better animal welfare conditions. If you would also like to hear specific topics regarding to animal science, please leave a comment down below. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button as it really helps to promote our channel. You can also follow us at UOG Extension on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching. I hope that this video has been helpful. Si Jus Masi.